Hey everyone, here's a quick video demo of the Brute LFO iOS app. It's currently running on my iPad 3 and I've got it hooked up to my oscilloscope to show you some of the waveforms. The Brute LFO app is, as its name implies, an LFO app which outputs control voltages from the iOS device's headphone output, so you can use those voltages to modulate your Modular Synthesizer or the Microbrute or other CV controllable gear that you have. The Brute LFO app features 3 LFOs, 2 which are running all the time simultaneously and which are mixed together all the time. And then there's a third one which can be used to modulate the frequency of the first 2 LFOs. You have different wave shapes for each LFO. So what we see right now is both LFOs set to sine wave and the rate turned up quite a bit, because otherwise we wouldn't see it so good on the oscilloscope. I can of course turn the rate down and it will become slower, and when I turn it up again the LFOs will run faster. Then there's an amount knob, which is basically the amplitude of the LFO. And then there's also a phase knob, which can invert the wave and also clip it. The fourth knob off the top is the detune knob, which detunes the second LFO and also quickly clips the wave. Now let's see what happens when we change the waveforms of LFO 1 and 2. Setting LFO 2 to square wave will give us a mix between a square wave and sine wave, and we can also set LFO 1 to a sawtooth wave, which gives us another mix. But enough with the technicalities, let's see how it works with the modular synthesizer. I've plugged the iPad's output into the 1 volt per octave input of the IntelliGel Dixie VCO, and we're currently listening to a square wave. Now the LFO amount inside the app is set to 0. When I increase it, we can hear the pitch changing. Now, since the output voltage of the iPad or any iOS device is pretty low, the effect isn't really drastic, but it's still enough to be audible, and I think it's a good way to subtly introduce some variations into the sound. Okay, now I've plugged the IntelliGel Dixie VCO into the Micro VCF, and the iPad is now connected to the frequency modulation input of the filter. Okay, that's cool so far, but now let's listen to the LFO, because it also goes into the audio range. Now, without having played the Mini Brute or the Microbrute by myself yet, I do feel that it does sound kind of brutish, but you be the judge. That concludes the Brute LFO iOS app demo. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe for more videos. And I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.